If you've been into crypto long enough, you'll know this feeling. Big, important news drops, and the price does absolutely nothing. No explosion, no breakout candle, no fireworks, and people immediately jump to the conclusion, see, XRP news never matters. But what if I told you this specific piece of news, the XRP to Solana bridge going live, is actually one of the most bullish structural developments XRP has had in years? This is not hype for hype's sake. This is not some influencer bullish drivel. This is infrastructure bullish. And if you understand how markets actually move, you'll understand why this matters far more than the short-term pump that everybody's hoping for.
I am not a financial advisor. This video is based solely on my opinion on what I'm personally doing in this market. I also want to let you know that some of the links below and in the descriptions are affiliate links, meaning I may get a commission, but it will be at no extra cost to you. Please remember that under no circumstances will I ever contact you and ask you for investments. You can confirm all of my real social media handles in the description and also at milkshakematty.com. This content is for educational and entertainment only, and I'm not a financial advisor.
So let's break this down properly. Retail traders are conditioned to think one way: news, price pump, profits. But that's not how real value is built in financial markets. The biggest move in crypto history didn't start with price, they started with infrastructure. Ethereum didn't explode because Valitech tweeted about it. It exploded because DeFi rails were built quietly in 2019 and early 2020. Bitcoin didn't become digital gold overnight, it became unavoidable because infrastructure came first. What you're seeing with XRP Solana bridge is the same phase. It's not designed to excite you, it's designed to be used. And the price always follows usage. Let's be honest about the criticisms that XRP has faced for years. People have said that XRP had no DeFi. XRP is stuck on one chain and XRP can't interact with smart contracts. And XRP is only for banks. Whether those criticisms were fair or not, they existed and narrative matters. This bridge kills that entire argument in one move. By bridging XRP onto Solana, XRP now gains access to liquidity pools, lending and borrowing protocols, yield strategies, automated market makers, high-frequency on-chain trading, and smart contract interaction. XRP hasn't changed what it is, it's expanded where it can operate. That's an important distinction. This isn't some low-volume chain nobody uses. Solana is one of the highest throughput chains in crypto. It's extremely cheap to transact on. It's home to some serious DeFi volume and actively used by both retail and institutions. Putting XRP on Solana is like taking a reserve currency and placing it directly inside a high-speed financial engine. This is where market makers operate. Arbitrage bots thrive, liquidity strategies live, and real on-chain demand exists. XRP isn't being bridged for fun. It's being bridged because liquidity is valuable there. Historically, XRP demand looked like this. You bought it on an exchange. You hold or you trade it. You send it for payments. You speculate on future adoption. And that's mostly passive demand. This bridge introduces active demand. XRP is now needed for things like DeFi liquidity, collateral in lending markets, trading pairs, yield strategies, market making operations, and this is critical because assets don't rise in price because people believe in them. They rise in price because people need to use them, and usage creates pressure. This is the part that almost everybody misunderstands. When XRP is bridged onto Solana, it becomes a wrapped XRP, often called a WXRP. But here's what actually happens behind the scenes. Native XRP is locked. It cannot be sold while wrapped. So the circulating liquidity supply decreases. Demand shifts to fewer available tokens. This is not theoretical. We've seen this exact mechanism before. Ethereum experienced this during the early DeFi. Supply got locked, liquidity tightened, and price repriced. It didn't happen in a day. It happened after usage scaled. Let me be very clear here. If price had already exploded on this news, it would actually be less bullish. Why? Because it would mean the market already priced it in. It would mean smart money was already done accumulating. Instead, what we're seeing is infrastructure quietly deployed and retail mostly ignoring it. Price still consolidating. This is classic accumulation behavior. Markets always reward patience during these phases. And when I say always, I mean always. Now, if you're listening to this and thinking, okay, I get the theory, but how do I actually position myself during phases like this? That's exactly why I created the Crypto Liftoff course. It is 100% free. There's no paywall, no upsells, no nonsense. You literally link in the description and you're in and learning immediately. And inside, I break down how I approach spot buying during accumulation, how I avoid chasing pumps, how I use low leverage trades responsibly, and how I manage risk when prices go sideways. This is how I've made money in multiple bear markets and bull runs. It's beginner friendly, and honestly, a lot of experienced traders have already said that it's helped them stop over trading. There's a link in the description, so go and take advantage of it. It is 100% free. Let's zoom out for a second. XRP's long-term role is not being a meme coin. It's not about retail hype cycles. XRP is positioned as a liquidity bridge, a settlement asset, a neutral intermediary. By now turning into multi-chain, usable Solana and beyond, XRP becomes portable liquidity. Liquidity that can move where it's needed, integrate into DeFi, support tokenized assets, and plug into future institutional rails. This is exactly how financial assets graduate into infrastructure. Retail traders obsess over green candles, RSI, Twitter sentiment. Institutions, however, they care about liquidity depth and regulatory clarity and capital efficiency. A regulated custodian backing wrapped XRP, a major DeFi chain integration, cross-chain liquidity expansion, that's institutional grade progress. They don't FOMO, they position. So let's be real. We're not even close to the peak of usage yet. Not even nearly. Right now, we're in the does it work? Will liquidity grow? Will protocols integrate it? We're in that phase. Once DeFi strategies start relying on XRP liquidity, once volume builds, once lock supply increases, that's when repricing happens. And it rarely happens gradually. Now, for those of you who are actively trading XRP or want to position more dynamically, I personally use Blowfin for my leverage trades. The reason is simple. It's got a clean interface, it's solid liquidity, and more importantly, I secured enhanced bonuses for everybody that signs up with my link. The link is in the description. And it also includes better deposit bonuses and trading incentives that you'll get if you go and sign up directly on your own. So if you're already trading crypto anyway, or you plan to start trading soon, then you may as well be getting free money via the bonus structure for doing exactly what you do already. There's a link in the description. So listen to this. Weak hands will say things like nothing happened, I'm bored. Strong hands will say infrastructure just expanded, I'm positioning. Every major crypto cycle has this exact moment, every single one of them. And the people who win are rarely the loudest. The bridge is not about today's candle. It's about expanding XRP demand, unlocking supply and increasing utility, and embedding XRP into DeFi and preparing for institutional scale. You price that in when the system starts depending on it. If you're here for quick dopamine pumps, this news will frustrate you. I get it. But if you're here because you understand how financial infrastructure is built or you want to learn how it's built, this is exactly the kind of development that you want to see. Usage comes first, price follows later. And the people who understand that are usually the ones still smiling when everybody else is confused. If you've made it all this way into the end of the video, I appreciate every single one of you. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and drop me a comment down below. Let me know how you're feeling about XRP, because right now, I'm incredibly bullish. Could we have a pullback coming up over the next hour, the day, the week? Very possibly. That's crypto. But long term, I know that I'm positioned in the right place. Do you know you're positioned in the right place? Let me know in the comments how you're feeling. I'll be seeing you on the next video. I love every single one of you. But remember this, the strength of the wolf is in the pack.